Good morning, everyone. How are we all doing? I'm Larry Platt. This is Roxanne Patel-Shepalavi.
This is the 6th annual Ideas We Should Steal Festival.
So let's get this party started. Thank you all so much.
We have now a listserv of about 160 affluent people who donate money to Black and Indigenous families to help them put down payments on homes. We call it mortgage readiness. We help them clear their debt, get their credit score to a reasonable place. So the last thing we want to do is get them house poor, get them in a house and they can't afford the payments.
We work to build projects that give people a reason to want to stay in their community.
We're really the bank for changemakers. What we try to do is, where possible, we want to partner with community banks. We want to make sure that if they have a customer that needs a $10 million loan and they have a lending limit at 2, we can perhaps look at that loan as well and stand behind them.
ROCA is a 35-year-old organization. Last year, we intensively served about 1,800 young people at the Center of Urban Violence, and our coaching institute reached and trained over 2,500 frontline workers, case managers from juvenile justice systems, and police.
South Park Cottages is the first Black and minority developed micro-home community in the United States.
Being able to see potential in people that may not learn the way other people might learn or may not look the part or whatever. How do we invest in people who might not look the part and give them some opportunity?
As a point guard, your job is to move incredibly fast, but in your brain be moving a lot slower than everybody else so you can see things that others don't see. And so when I think about my role as governor, and when we get around the table in the Capitol and try and work through an issue, it's figuring out all the different people around the table and recognizing we each have a role to play, and we have to play our role as excellent as we can, otherwise we're not going to accomplish our mission. And I am one of the people with a role in that process.
We want to create what we call a strong, coherent faction of the Democratic Party, because we are explicitly Democratic, explicitly moderate, but we feel like when we meet people where they are, not just geographically at their doors, but ideologically, we can win more elections.
Big tent, we're trying to get more people in who traditionally weren't supportive of Republicans, African Americans, Asian Americans, more Hispanics, so trying to bring in more people, make the party more diverse. That was part of the idea of diversity, as well as, I thought, ideological diversity. I get where a lot of people are coming from. People are far right, far left. I don't care if they're ideologically extreme. I just want them to be pragmatic.
20% of kids in public school who have a learning disability get an IEP. That's a 100-page PDF. So with AI, what we can do is summarize that, we can translate that, we can extract what's in there to enable parents to advocate for their kids and demand the rights that are theirs.
We teach game design, development, DevOps, mixed media to low-income students of color ages 15 through 25. We're an Oakland-based nonprofit. We have a video game center in Oakland, California, but we serve students in 17 different states.
When you're doing policing really well, you're really taking an intense approach across the board to prevent the crime from ever happening. We had Centers of Hope, so we were extending the day for young people until 7 o'clock, so we dropped teen crime by 25%. We were doing employment initiatives, so we eliminated banning the box, so we were putting people to work. And the reason that I think that there is still a feeling of unsafety is we haven't gotten back to that full court approach.